Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to season 2 of the My Crazy Dad podcast.
Salutations, everyone. How are ya?
I know it's not like a super serious like season type of thing.
Season 2.
Like I said in the past episode, it's like he grew up in Watkins Glen, so I figured like, hey, we could just do seasons for each like city he lived in. So,
Oh, thank God. I just felt the air conditioner kick on.
I see you're already sweating.
Sweating bullets.
So, yeah. Nice. So season 1 was in Watkins Glen, New York,
Yes.
and now is Holland
Great
upstate
place
or
to live.
downstate?
Beautiful city. Beautiful little city.
Is Holland upstate or downstate?
There's a downstate.
Yeah, like you go down the state.
Now, it's, I guess, would be considered upstate. It's outside of Buffalo a little bit.
Is Buffalo near the top of New York?
It's over on Lake Erie
Gotcha.
by Niagara Falls.
Is it named Lake Erie after Erie, Pennsylvania? Or did they name
How
Erie,
the hell am I
Pennsylvania?
supposed to know? You were in school more recently than me.
Yeah, but I don't know why they named the Great Lakes. Like
Well,
Lake Michigan, I can see why they
Asking
called
me
it
like
that.
I'm Mr. freaking Rand McNally or
Lake
something.
Superior, or is that the same thing as Michigan?
I don't know.
I
And
don't
there's Lake
even know.
Huron
Yeah, I do know that one.
and Lake Champlain. There's a Champlain, New York. Maybe they are. Who knows?
Champlain?
Lake Champlain.
That is not one of those.
Isn't it Champlain or is it Champagne?
I don't even think that's either of those two.
Oh, no. See, we're going to start this shit off already?
Center the
Hey,
mic
Siri.
up real quick. Stop asking Siri. Siri is so dumb. Because
I
then
like it because she talks to me in Australian accent.
just search it up real quick. Because there's Huron, Erie, Michigan, Superior. And then there's a fifth one, isn't there?
Yeah, Lake Champlain.
I've never even heard of that. Champlain.
It's the one above New York. What are the Banes? See, you got my blind ass trying to type shit.
What are the 5 Great Lakes?
Lake Huron, Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Ontario.
Okay, there we go.
I
was
stand
like,
corrected.
where's Champlain?
Now you know why the hell I dropped out of school when I did. I couldn't
Yeah.
even
Wait,
get the 5 freaking
We gotta
Great Lakes
get there.
right.
Don't spoil that too much.
I'm not just saying I couldn't even get the 5 Great Lakes right. What the hell am I needing
So-
school for?
You're in Holland, New York now. For
Yes.
people that don't know,
Yes. Mother's married my stepfather.
which
Who,
you
like
explained
I
last
said, I don't
episode.
remember him being around much before the wedding, so. But just for those who didn't see last week's, he's manic depressant bipolar who liked to quit taking his meds every now and then, so good times.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was on his medicine, he was a really good guy and a great provider, and like I said, kudos to him for
Marrying a
marrying
woman
a
with
woman
3
with
kids.
3 kids. But at the working on a dairy farm, I'm sure he's looking at child slave labor too.
Right.
Hey, here's 3 able-bodied boys growing up.
Let's get them to work.
Let's put their asses to work.
Let's get them going. Right off the rip. Let's get them.
Yeah.
So,
My older brother, severe hay fever.
really?
He even said barn around him. He was breaking out and sneezing and shit.
What even is hay fever? Is it just from hay?
I'm not, it's
Was it hay
just all
fever
the
or cold?
pollen and the hay and everything else. Yeah. I mean, it was severe. And we lived a little ways away from the barn, and it still affected him. And the closer he got, the worse it got. And Lord
What
knows
a wuss.
I didn't much like it when I was growing up because we didn't really get to be kids. But in the same aspect, it taught me to not be afraid to bust my ass.
Right.
And same with your Uncle Pat.
So, how old are you in this first story? Like 7 or 8?
Mom married Bill when I was 8, so
You were 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit us with it.
Hmm?
Hit us with this story. I've never heard it. I
Okay,
don't
well,
think.
poor Bill. didn't really have any idea what the hell he was in for with us boys.
Right.
And when we first moved over to Holland, we actually were living in a 2-story house that had been converted to an upstairs and downstairs apartments while they built the farmhouse that we were going to move in. They dug a basement and brought in a modular home like your uncle's up in Maine.
Yeah.
And while that was all getting done, we were renting this house. And this one day, can't remember if I was homesick from school or what, but I heard Mom and I didn't grow up with a father figure until Bill, so Bill became Dad. He was
Right.
Dad to me, you know.
Like you called him Dad?
Yes.
Okay.
After a while, it was Bill at first, but
Yeah.
you know, the guy seemed like a good guy, and he was willing to provide, so he became Dad. So from now on, if I refer to Dad, it's Bill. I'd heard Mom and Dad talking about how the landlord would come in when nobody was home, and he'd take stuff, and he'd move stuff around and stuff, and they're pretty upset about it. And so once I caught wind of this, of course, my mind got revenge going, you know.
Wait, hold on. This sounds like a folk tale to a ghost. Like the landlord would come in during the night and move
Well,
stuff
no,
around.
I guess shit was missing, you know.
I know. I'm just saying it sounds
Well,
like,
I know, but
like a hotel calls in the ghost hunters, and they're like, the landlord comes in here, and people swear they see him.
yes, moves the car keys, damn it.
Okay, so
My
continue.
cup of coffee keeps sliding across the table. Sorry.
Oh, I looked down at your coffee. I'm so... Okay, continue your story.
Sheesh. And so anyways, you know, my 8-year-old mind, who's, you know, already wheeling, dealing, and stealing from the Five and Dime and Watkins Glen and shit, figured we need to get back at this guy. Because Mom and Dad were pretty upset.
Stop talking. Oh my god, dude, that was so...
What?
Just the way you go, sheesh. That was so good. Oh my god, you got me crying. That's the first time you've had me laugh that hard on the podcast. Oh my word. Okay, so
The guy, our landlord, kept a camper there on property. And so I'm looking at this camper, and I'm like, wonder if I can get in that thing. So I picked the lock. I took a screwdriver, and I got the door open. And then I shut it immediately because it was daytime.
I can't even look at you without.
And, well, quit looking at me then so I can get this damn story out.
Okay.
And so once I figured I could get into it, now I had to convince your Uncle Pat to help me out. We're going to go in and we're going to vandalize this guy's trailer just for some get back. So we go in there and we wait till it's nighttime out. And we get in there, and I mean, we're taking forks to the freaking cushions and shit just because we wanted to make it look like a couple squirrels had done it, or some raccoons or something, you know?
Yeah.
And so we've got, you know, he had snacks, chips and stuff. We opened the bags and we strewn chips everywhere and stuff. And the part where we went wrong.
I can't, dude. That was so funny. The more and more I think about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So.
The part we did wrong was we opened up a can of coffee and spread that everywhere. Not thinking that raccoons or squirrels didn't know how to open up a can of coffee, because we actually had to take the can opener to do it. And so, you know, there's a knock on the door the next night. It was probably like dinner time, and we look out, and there's the landlord and a couple popo. And we're like, oh, hell. You know, so they come in. It's like, listen, something happened to your landlord's trailer. And I was proud of it.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm like, oh, well, what are you guys talking about? Well, we think that some kids or somebody got in there and vandalized it. We said, well, I don't, we didn't hear anything. And meanwhile, Mom's looking at us, giving us that what the frig look did you do? What the frig did you do look,
Yeah.
And poor Bill, he's like, he's just looking around aimlessly like, what in the hell's going on? Because he'd only been married to Mom for like 2 months and we're already vandalizing shit, And so, and I'm like, well, trying to feel him out even at 8 years old. I'm like, well, what makes you think it was somebody that did it? And they said, well, because we're pretty sure that somebody tried to make it look like raccoons or squirrels, but they don't know how to open up a can of Maxwell House coffee. Hashtag not sponsored.
Hey, you guys are sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
Them.
Rolling that thing around the edge, never thinking that raccoons and squirrels can't do that shit.
Yeah.
But if we'd stopped and not done the coffee, we might have gotten away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it looked like perfect raccoon vandalism or squirrel vandalism with the fork, across the cushion and shit.
And so this guy is looking at
and
Grandma, and he's like, I really married into this, huh?
Well, we ended up having to come clean, and I'm like, listen, it was my idea. I didn't want your Uncle Pat to get in any trouble for this one. I said, I heard Mom and Bill, I overheard them talking about how the landlord had been coming in here and taking shit. So I immediately turned it back around on him once it was my ass on the hot coals, And I said, if I'd never heard that, it never would have happened. We're just, we're crazy kids, but, once I heard how upset Mom was and Bill trying to console her and stuff, I just saw fire, and just immediately thought of retribution. And with that, the cops looked at the landlord, and as soon as I said it, I could tell he'd done it. I mean, just pure guilt come across this man's face.
Mm-hmm.
And so when all was said and done, they'd asked Mom and Bill if they wanted to arrest the landlord.
Really?
Have him arrested, yeah. And because even back then, even as a renter, you have rights. And people, even the landlord, just can't come in unannounced and, be in there when nobody's there. They can't even come in when nobody's there, even if they don't do anything. They can't.
Yeah, they need like a waiver.
Yeah, they need to let the renter know, hey, I need to get in there for whatever, and is this a good time? He didn't do that, so we fucked up his trailer.
Right. Dude, I missed half that story laughing. I've heard it before.
Yeah.
I thought it was a story I hadn't heard before, but
the next one is.
I still think it's funny how you guys did that whole coffee thing, not thinking once, like, you know what? A raccoon or a squirrel couldn't open this can like this.
Hey, we were 8 and 6. Pat was 6 or 7. You don't think of that shit at the time.
Right.
Like I said, all I had was retribution. You done upset my mom. Even at 8 years old, I was going to get some get back.
Okay, so.
And got away with it.
Dude.
Went fishing today. Got sprinkled on. Had quite a few hits, but no takers. Big old 10-foot gator on the other bank across from me. That's why I'm a little hyped. I had a lot of hits today, so it's looking good. One of these days, I might actually catch something.
Yeah, we need to catch something, dude.
Damn sure do. I don't even care if it's freaking COVID at this point.
What the frig?
Already had it, actually.
Yeah, we both had it.
Yeah.
He had it really bad. I think I'm asymptomatic or something.
Yeah,
I had no symptoms.
He got lucky. He stayed asymptomatic. Your mom never even got it. She tested negative.
Right.
But yeah, it kicked my ass. I didn't get any of the lung stuff, the lung issues, but I did have a migraine for about a week and a half and slept pretty much for a week and a half.
Yeah.
Well, and lost my smell and my taste. Finally have both of those back.
A lot of people don't even have it back.
Yeah, it took a while to get my taste back. What, like 3 months, 4 months?
I have no clue.
Because I brought in the new year with it.
That was probably one of the funniest things you've ever done. And it was so perfect. Just like, what did I even say before that?
I don't remember.
Coffee.
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh my word. Okay. recollected myself. So, what's this next story?
All right. Well, we lived in the country.
Yeah, I mean, I looked on Google Maps. You guys looked at.
We're on top of a hill, and right beside us was a field, and there were cows, heifers in there.
Is that a female cow?
Yeah, they're older than calves, but they haven't been bred yet to produce milk, so they're called heifers. They're like virgins.
I didn't even know that, dude. I thought cows always produced milk.
No, gotta have a calf before they can produce milk.
And then they continue until forever?
No.
Or do they have to be pregnant again?
They end up drying up, but it takes a little while.
I had no clue. I thought you
just
could
like
just milk
woman.
a cow. Well, yeah, but like, I honestly
and
thought
I'm not
cows...
calling women cows women or women cows. I'm just saying.
Yeah, those cows are gonna be really offended.
Yeah, I just don't want women offended. Just like anything that has
anything that's a mammal.
Bath, yes, any mammals, a bath.
I have no clue.
Baby.
Oh, because you're maybe going with calf and baby.
Yeah. Cabby.
We gotta give Winston a bath. He is so dirty.
That dude needs a bath.
My hands get dirty after I pet him.
Yeah, we saw a new thing, and no, it's not sponsored.
Well, it's not new, but I've seen it before.
I'd never seen it before. There's some kind of paw washer.
Oh yeah, keep doing that motion on the camera. It's a paw scrubber. Don't do that, dude. You gotta tighten that screw. What are you doing?
It's tight.
Okay. It's the paw scrubber. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, paw scrubber.
And you just Winston needs that, dude. His paws are so dirty.
Yeah, it's that Florida sand, that sugar sand. He tore up the backyard. We used to have somewhat of a decent backyard, and I had grass growing in another part, but
he pissed all over it.
When you got a 120-pound dog out there pissing, shitting, and hauling ass doing zoomies, grass goes quick.
Do you think fake grass tears up like that? Like turf? Do you think that'll tear up like that? Oh, that probably hurts him, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, and how the hell do you clean up AstroTurf? I mean, I'd have to be out there with a hose.
Yeah.
And a brush.
No, you don't need a brush.
Well, you got to scrub it down.
Just get the poop off with normal, you scoop it, and then just take a hose, like you said.
Yeah, but where do you spray it to? I'd spray it out in the street. Let the street sweeper come and get it.
They're like, what is that smell this morning?
Winston.
Okay,
so we had heifers beside us.
Yeah.
And, being 6 and 8, we're looking at these things and we decide we want to try to ride them like we're freaking cowboys or something.
Like a horse?
Yeah. Well, no, like a buck and bronc, bull,
okay, yeah.
Only they were heifers. So, I can't remember if Pat did it with me as many times as I tried to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you get the damn heifer up beside the fence, and as soon as your leg hit the side of them, they were already bucking. And I mean, we're trying to hold onto their ears, grab around their neck and shit, and we're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I mean, we didn't even last 3 seconds. We're landing on the back of our heads and shoulders and shit. Bouncing off of rocks and stuff.
Getting concussions.
Yeah, or getting thrown up and kicked in the ass on the way down. Because, I mean, they would literally buck like a freaking bull. And these, I mean, even at 8 and 9, I figured, ain't no way the little heifer's going to be bucking my big ass off its back, And they'd be, and you're like gone, bouncing off a tree and shit.
Bouncing off a tree.
I remember it was probably like a month after we'd been trying it for a while. Here come the guy that owns the heifers up the hill screaming at me what the hell are you doing to my cows? I'm trying to ride them, sir. You don't ride a heifer? Well, what's it? Because we didn't know the difference at that point either. We just thought a cow was a cow. I mean, we moved from it's a little city, but there weren't much cows around there and
a
stuff.
deserted
back then.
place.
Yeah. I mean, even going up the backside, I don't think there were cows back then. And so we didn't know the difference.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, sorry, dude. I
Why
don't think
couldn't
I
you
broke
write
their
'em
hymen.
Is that the point? That he was pissed?
Well, I think he just thought we were going to hurt his cows, and I can understand that,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Because
but-
that was his living.
Yes.
That's funny, though. You guys are getting thrown up in the air.
Holy shit, man.
So Pat did it, too?
Oh, yeah, a couple times. I'm not sure how many times he did it, and I can't remember. I don't think your older uncle did because he had the hay fever, so he was probably in his room.
Okay. What the heck? You're not a cow now.
I'm dying. That's the noise your uncle used to make. I'm dying. Good. Fucking die already, dude.
What the?
Well, back then, you know, we're like, Jesus, dude. Tired of listening to it.
And you guys lived there for a long time, so.
10 years.
Yeah, so you had to deal with it for 10 years.
Well, no, I mean, he was 4 years. He only had to deal with it for 5 or 6 because
But still.
as soon as he could, he was off to college.
That's still a long time to sit there, though.
But you know, it was kind of funny because the house that we had built, they didn't do a good job of waterproofing the basement. So your uncle's down in there with hay fever and shit, and it's like a swamp down there, mold growing on the fucking walls and stuff. And he couldn't go near a barn, but he could stay in a mold-infested bedroom. We
Yeah.
didn't get it.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good time to end the premiere of season 2.
Premiere, yes, season 2.
That was probably the hardest I've ever laughed on the show. That
Well,
was
good.
funny. So, yeah,
I do what I can.
we'll see you guys Monday.
You know, I'm out fishing. I get a text from him. You on your way? You almost home yet?
We got to film the podcast.
I said, no. He goes, well, you got to hurry. We got to film a broadcast. So as soon as podcast. So as soon as I hit the door, he's like, well, I'm going to go take a shit. Why don't you get set up?
I usually set it up, so I didn't really bother asking
I'm
you.
like, should have already been ready.
No, dude, because I didn't even think about it until I texted you. But then, I don't know. Mom and I started watching
It's all right.
the TV.
It's okay.
But yeah, so that's going to be it for season 2, episode 1.
Premiere.
We'll see you guys Monday for episode 2. I don't know if it'll be as funny or more funny or less funny, but be sure to stick around for that.
I got to think of stories. You threw me a curve when you said we were starting season 2, so I'm like,
It's just Holland.
I know.
Oh.
I just got to figure out, I got to get in my mind the order of which I need to tell these stories.
Gotcha. All right, well, have a nice weekend, everybody. Have a nice...
Like and share our shit, man. Like and share.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
If you haven't already, which a lot of viewers have, go to TikTok and follow us.
Yes.
Because, I don't know, if you like this, it's the same kind of content. Actually, the same exact content, just 30 to 60-second clips, but, yeah.
Yep. We take out what we think are some of the funnier parts and
Send them there.
hit the TikTok with it.
All right, well, we'll see you guys Monday. And if you want to see us more, you can go look at our TikToks.
Yep. Everybody have a great weekend. Keep watching. Love the support. Peace out, homies and homettes.